Okay, we are live now. Let me do an introduction beginning. Hi everyone, this is Anna Ng from Centric Property. Today I have with me a very special guest. His name is Dennis Choong. He is a car salesman of many years, but today he has something more interesting to share with you. And what is that? I'll let Dennis share with you in a short bit. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to include something very important into the comment section for you. Just a minute. And right now, I'm going to add this video into my profile so that Dennis can also share it to his profile. Just hang on and wait for us. Just a minute, Dennis, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much. So there is people watching right now?
We will know later. Later, I see if there's anyone watching. I let you know. Hang on a second. Let me share it first.
Okay.
Okay, just a minute. Okay. Let me go and check at my page.
Okay.
Okay. Dennis, I'm going to give you the link. Hang on a second. Option.
No, it's on.
Okay. I think there's one viewer right now. Just
okay.
So, although this video right now, we don't know how many people is watching, or sometimes there is no one watching at this very moment, but this video will be ongoing because it's still there. So there are people who will come in and out to view.
Okay.
So if by tomorrow you hit 200 to 300 views, then that's a record for you also. Yeah. Okay. Can. So Dennis, let us begin. Have you shared it to your site already?
Okay. No, not yet. Oh, so you WhatsApp to me, is it?
Yes. Okay, hang on. Let me see.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it now.
Do you see it now?
Yes, I saw.
Let me check for you. Actually, I shouldn't call you a car salesman of many years. It's actually the top car salesman in Linky. Right? The top producer car sales in Linky. And Dennis has been in this for a long period of time with a lot of experience in sales especially, right? Having the passion. But today he has something more to share with us. So Dennis, maybe can you share a bit about your background with us and how you come to share this special thing with us today?
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, thank you very much, Anna, for having me on this interview here. As you can tell, I'm really very nervous. This is the first time. I don't usually feel very comfortable in front of a camera. Yeah. So, but anyway, I have to do it. Everything you have the first time, right? Yeah. So anyway, you mentioned I'm a car salesman. It's true, I'm a car salesman all this while. I wouldn't say I'm the best and top salesman, but I do have a passion in cars, and I do introduce to my friends, my circle of contacts and all that, to cars. I used to work for a distributor and apparel importer, but I've since actually moved more into car broking. So which means that I refer my friends, contacts, if they are looking for a car, to go to a few of my customers, to a few of my friends in different showrooms to go and test drive. Because the biggest challenge is that people want the best price. Yeah. And also not coming across being biased. I used to be a distributor, work for a distributor. And so naturally, I'll be very biased to just push a particular brand. So now as a car broker, I feel that I'm more free to actually propose maybe 2 or 3 brands, and then I have my contacts go see some of my friends in the showroom. go test drive the car, then check the deal how good it is, and then you just go ahead and buy with them. The salesman will appreciate me helping them, achieving one more of one sale towards their sales quota. So they will just share their commission with me, which I appreciate. And the best part is that my friends do not pay more just because they go through me. Yeah.
So currently it's more like a broker business, right?
Yes, it's a broker business. And so how did I actually step into this numerology? Actually, it's also by pure coincidence. If you just recall, back in about April at that time, we were hit with COVID. And then shortly thereafter, all the showrooms were actually locked. Nobody was allowed to go to car showroom at all from April to about June time frame. So then I was thinking at the point in time, how am I going to make any income if I cannot leave the house and so on? But so coincidentally, I actually chanced upon this numerology. And the reason why I stepped into numerology was actually because I was contemplating going back into training. So as in training, usually we will have a physical preview. And I was thinking how to make the physical preview interesting. So I thought of collaborating with the company I'm working now, how I can collaborate with them to make my preview interesting and draw people to my talk and my preview, and then thereafter I'll be able to sell them a program. And then who knows, after attending the preview, right, I decided to change my number. It's a very interesting story. I came to a preview and I met my Lao Si for the very first time. I'm sure she didn't know my background. She just asked for my mobile number. And then from the mobile number, quite interestingly, she could actually tell my background. And my background was actually, my number actually attract a lot of backstabbers. And she asked me, how long have I been using this number? She said, 20 years. So I say, now I understand why every 3 years I change jobs. So in the 20 years, I changed between 7 to 8 jobs just to run away from backstabbers. Yes.
20 years?
20 years holding on. Yeah, 7 to 8 jobs. So every 3 years average, I change a job. It's very sad after 20 years, then I get to know that it's actually through my mobile number. So that's why I felt it's like my mission to really go out and really spread and educate people how numbers actually affect our life. Yeah. So
can I check that for 20 years you never changed your handphone number?
Yeah, I think there are many people out there who are still holding on to a number for more than 20 years, some even 30 years. And then if things are not running well for you, I think you should have your numbers checked to see whether you are holding on to a good or bad number. Having said all this, I'm not preaching that changing a mobile number is the only way to go. I understand that many people like to change their
Car
fortune.
plate number.
they can change car plate number. They can change their names. They can do wear some feng shui stuff on their body. They can put some feng shui stuff at home, and then they put some feng shui stuff in the office and so on. But if you recall, right, those things that you put on yourself, when you reach home, you normally take it out. The feng shui stuff that you put at home, when you travel to work, the feng shui stuff don't follow you to work. And then when you put in the office, you don't bring it home with you. But the only thing that always follow you is actually your mobile number. We call mobile phone actually your new xiao san, because you cannot live without it. If you leave your house without your phone, I think chances that you go back home and pick up that phone from you, because if not, the rest of the day you feel very, very uncomfortable.
I do realize, Dennis, you're quite right in this aspect, because in the sales line, since I was 24, 23 years old, a lot of our salespeople always believe that if you have a good handphone number, customers will be more inclined to call you all the time.
Yes, that's
Yes.
correct.
And the main
Yeah,
thing is our phones must keep ringing for business to come in. And
correct.
if that number is something that they cannot remember, doesn't resonate, they will not call you. They will call other people with better numbers. And there goes your sales. It's really
Yeah.
very true. Even our car plate number is also very important. If it's a
Oh, yeah.
6464, sometimes we really feel very sweet. Lộc say.
Hello,
So
hello,
even
say.
unit numbers in the show flat, we
Mm,
also have a problem sometimes. So
yeah.
today, let's share more with us on how you find this number that really changed your life.
Okay, I changed my number since April actually. Like I mentioned, my own number actually attract a lot of backstabbers and so on. So I told my 老师, I really want a number that draw benefactors. I don't want the 小人 anymore. Can you please give me that kind of number? So ever since I changed my mobile number, a lot of positive things happened to me. First of all, is in terms of my energy and my aura. I realized that my old friends that have not met up for a very long time actually came up to me and says, Dennis, you have a certain aura and energy that I can't really describe, but you're a lot more positive. So that is one thing. And then
Yes.
also, I have friends that from long ago that I lost contact suddenly reconnect with me again. And they not only reconnect with me, they actually step up to offer their help to me. And then a lot more things happen because my 老师 really give me a very strong benefactors number because one of my Facebook friend actually, if you notice my Facebook banner, that was actually created by a Facebook friend of mine. And she done that voluntarily for me. But of course, I pay her. I still have to pay her for a fee. So I appreciate Eunice Wong. Actually, he's on online right now,
She say
watching me.
hello.
Yeah,
Your supporter.
she is my first queen because she did the banner that attracted a lot of attention, and she did the code for me. Because when she asked me what business I'm doing, I said I'm just doing mobile number profiling. But she turned it around and says that I can tell you a story behind your number, which is so apt. Yeah. And then she created the banner for me and so on. And then subsequently, I attended some courses. Centric is another person that I really need to also give credit to. He also teach me a lot about copywriting, which I've done it. So I attract a lot more Facebook friends as well.
More
And last but not least,
positivity, right?
yeah, last but not least is yourself too, Anna. You are also my queen. So that's why I'm saying. I mean, in my almost 60 years of my life, nobody have actually contacted me to interview me. So I was very proud. I was very proud. But you need say, a lot of people want to will interview people these days. Oh, I said, I don't know. Let me one day be a bit proud, can or not? I'll live a bit. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know among the people who are on Facebook listening in right now, I'm sure you agree with me. Not every day people will come to you and ask if they can interview you. So to be called up by a person like Anna is really something that you have to give credit for the power of numbers that I have right now. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dennis. Actually, when I spotted you was because I saw you sitting at this table, this picture of you sitting at the table and saying that you're helping people to check out the numbers or something. So I was like, this man is very interesting. He's sitting there like, now it's COVID, right? Not many people want to show their palm or anything or have a close contact, but he's sitting there waiting for customers. So I felt like as I check into your profile, I find that you really have a very interesting profile. So yes, and numerology has always been intriguing for most people, even for especially for sales. So I would think that especially now in the COVID, not everybody is earning the big bucks like what we did before. So I think what you know right here is something like a skill that can actually help people, right? And this is also the main reason why I look for you. So Dennis, share more with us how you find it after you change your number. Besides that, you get an interview and friends who contacted you. What other things have been changing for you?
Okay, I think maybe I can share this. I think COVID. It's said that COVID actually hit us, but in Chinese we say 危机,that kind of thing. So I think we try to stay positively. In terms of this crisis, there's always opportunity. This crisis actually taught me that unlike training, which I'm used to, we always do physical preview. I learned through COVID is that we can do preview through Zoom. In my business, I've actually learned that I can do preview on Zoom, and on the good days, we could have up to even 50 people on Zoom, which it never happened on the physical preview. So the number of attendants have jumped a lot. And then COVID also taught me, and through Zoom, that we can do everything online. We can do the preview online. We could do payment online. You can do payment online. We can close the sale online. And that's why if someone has been following me, you saw me, one day I post myself with a very, very messy hair and in my pajamas. I post myself, and I am actually giving hope to people that there are many people out there we're discriminated by age, by sex, by qualification, by experience, by race. So people don't give us a chance. So if nobody give you a job, and the bills are not forgiving, the bills don't pause because you got no income. So I really wanted to share, to tell people, to give them hope that they can make money. Of course, not big money. Okay, I'm not talking about the big commission, the travel, the clothing, the high commissions and all that. I'm not promising you that. But if you can do what I do, you can make a couple of $100 and without going out. Because you see, the sad thing I noticed is during COVID, a lot of people lost their job, business folded. But what actually happened, I see so many things happen is that so many PMETs, they actually end up being Grab food driver and Grab food delivery.
Yes.
And these are all educated people who is doing all this kind of work, which defy the purpose of having a good education. What difference does it make you compared to someone who had no education? And then also the other thing is that you have to exchange so much physical hard work for that few $100. And then the worst thing is that if you are not physically strong and you are not mobile, then what other options do you have? What I want to tell the world, I want to tell people that's listening in, is that there is a way of making money, not exchanging for physical hard work. Because you see, I don't blame everybody, including my parents. They always say, Dennis, if you want to make money, you have to leave the house very early in the morning. And then you have to work hard and come back very late at night. And you must come back sweating and your hands must be dirty. Then you can make big money. This is how we are brought up. But what I want to tell the world is that the mindset has changed. We do not need to go out and work like a dog to earn that money. I can make money from doing this business. And anyway, this business is actually really helping people. I have helped a few friends to change their number. To be honest with you, initially when I first started, I was thinking of the few $100 I can make from every deal that I close. But when I heard the testimony from a friend that his life actually changed, he has more positive energy and all that, he make better income, he could take care of his family. You know, that moment, I felt my whole life change. He said I was his benefactor, but I told him he was my benefactor because he showed me beyond commission, beyond commission. Because if you can help a friend change his life, and his life got better, you did something very good for a friend. Yeah.
That's very commendable, because a lot of times we're so blinded by money and
Yes.
all the material gains that we can have in this world. But at the same time, I believe just now when you speak, I can understand from you, perhaps you have also felt the struggle during this COVID before your life was changed for the better. And then you
Yes.
definitely feel that you can resonate very well with the people who are struggling right now, especially
Yes.
for those who are above like 50 years old. Perhaps
Yes.
they are very experienced in certain skills set, but because of age, because of qualifications, paper qualifications, they are being discriminated. And in this
Yes.
COVID right now, this situation, a lot of them lost their jobs and lost the high-paying income that they used to enjoy and have,
Yes.
and even lose the kind of quality life that they can give to the family. So I think this is a time that actually everyone has humbled ourselves down again. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I think you also saw that it's just not just the money that you can make out of it. You
Yes.
actually felt that what's most important to you is of a different level. You actually impacted lives, right?
Yes. 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 Thank you. And then also the other
Okay.
thing, I asked myself this question because there is stories about the second wave of this COVID that is hitting
Hmm.
Europe and US again. So I asked myself, now if we were to be hit with a second wave now, then what is your plan B? But I can tell you now, I'm looking forward with a lot of experience and a lot of confidence also, because I'm no longer worried if it happens again, which I hope definitely it doesn't, because this second hit will hit a lot more people and more businesses because they can survive the first round. The second round will be tougher.
Yes.
For me, I know I can still survive. I can still make a bit of income through what I'm doing right now. And I like to encourage people not really to give up everything that you're doing and follow me and do this business online. But I'm telling people is that just do it on the sideline while you are looking to be back on your feet again. I think that's what the message I want to drive across is that
Yes.
while you're looking for something, do something, earn a little bit of money. You see, for a poor people, $50 to them can last them a few days. Some can even last 1 week.
Mm. Yes.
So you can make a couple of $100 to pull yourself through. Yeah.
Mm.
So also the
So
other thing, yeah,
so the
sorry,
Chinese saying 骑驴找马, right?
yeah,
Rather than
exactly,
walk on foot
yeah,
in the desert, you might as well take the donkey first until you
correct.
find a 千里马, right?
Yes, yes, correct.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So,
Okay.
later on, my 老师 will have a preview this evening at about 7:13 p.m. So, and then I'd like to invite your guests to WhatsApp to me. My number 97667286, and then with all those information like their mobile number, their name, their age. Estimate will do lah. Don't need to tell me the true age.
All
Estimate
inside
will do.
the description. All
Oh,
inside the
okay.
description. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
just give me in that order. I'll give to the 老师. The 老师 will read the number for you. So this is proof that we do not know anything about you. We do not know your date, your time of birth. We don't ask for all these things. And only with this mobile number, we can read your thing. And so it's so powerful to have this knowledge. I always tell people, yeah, because you see, if I just know you, Anna, there's no way you're going to give me your date and time of birth. So then how am I going to read you? So how am I going to read you, right? So but naturally I'll be able to get your mobile number, and from mobile number I can tell what type of people you are, what type of character you are. By the way, my 老师 look at your number. She say this one is a very good friend. In fact, if I can speak a little bit for Anna, I mean, if you're looking for a property agent, there are many different type of property agents, and most of them is they are going after just the highest possible commission. But I can tell Anna is someone who really works from her heart. Not because she's interviewing me, but from her numbers, she tells me that she is more concerned person. She cares and value the customer, and build long-term friendship rather than just one-time deal. So please look for her if you have any property to rent or to be sold. Yeah.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Dennis. So,
No,
Dennis,
I mean it's two-way traffic.
I want to ask you, okay, so in these years, many years, right, even though you were the top sales guy in Linky, but all these years of sales, I'm sure there's always ups and downs. So during, can you remember or share with us a certain period where you really feel that you struggled, but how did you manage to overcome it to motivate our people here today?
To motivate. I think basically you have to have a very strong belief. You have a very strong belief that your product, like my car, is the best and nobody is the best. Yeah. I always give the example of, why you buy something from the Pasar Malam. Because sometimes you buy the thing, you go back and ask, why did I buy this thing? Actually, if you go back, you reflect about it, you buy because of the enthusiasm. When I was working for a distributor, I didn't sell the easiest brand. But I can tell you the people who bought from me, I think they bought my enthusiasm and they really believe what I believe, that it was the best car they should buy. Yeah. And of course, I also do my research. I make sure that I can show proof that it is good. I show proof in terms of the build, in the performance. Yeah, all the backup, all this information, so that it's not just salesman talk, because all salesmen will say their car is good. Nobody will say their car is no good. So I substantiate with facts. Yeah. And then, of course,
I can feel that you're very meticulous because you really bothered to go and find the facts to back up your pitch to the customer.
Yeah, I think that is most important, because as a salesperson who don't want to sell, who will say their product is no good, everyone also say it's good one. So you need to show more proof that the product is really good and you have done the research. It's not I say, it's the research say one. I think those are the things that is important. Yeah.
I see. So is there any quote of life that you feel that this is something that you really hold on to and that drives you to where you are today?
Well, I would say, my famous quote I always tell people is that at 30, we should be independent. At 40, we should know our direction. Yeah, and then to be stable, and then at 50 you must already know your direction, and by 60 you have to be smooth sailing. So if you are
independent and 40 should have a direction, and 50.
50 is sorry. 30 is
independent.
30 you must be independent.
Yes.
And then 40 you must be you must not be lost.
You have a direction, you were saying.
Yeah, have a direction. Yeah. Yes. And then at 50 you should be very stable already.
Oh, should be stable. Yeah. Okay.
Stable.
Okay.
And then at 60 everything should be smooth sailing. Yeah. And then so if you are at 50 and you're still struggling and you're still broke, then you should do something. Yeah, do something. And then I always say, how many 10 years do you have? If this is the last 10 years, make it the best 10 years. Like I always tell myself, my parents had short life. My dad died at 50 plus. My mom died at 74. If you average out, I think I only have less than 10 years left. So before I surrender my IC, better make sure I make it before I surrender my IC.
Every year is golden, right? Every year is golden.
Yes, every year is golden. So yeah, just do your best. So that's why I decided to change my mobile number, because if it's my last 10 years, then I get a good number and I make sure I make it this 10 years.
Make it well, right?
Yeah.
That's very positive. Really, this is really something that we all should look up to. Someone like you with very positive,
Yeah.
inputs and drive. Because at this moment, I'm sure a lot of people out there are feeling lost. Even sometimes
Yes.
myself, when I wake up, I also feel lost. But when I hear what you said, I really feel that always listen to the people with experience. They will be able to give you something more than what you already know. Yeah.
Correct. In fact, I have this saying: if you want to feel young, talk to young people. Then, if you want wisdom, talk to older people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who
Yeah.
has been through and done that and already experienced the world. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also the other thing, if I may share, this numerology thing actually would benefit both whether you are doing sales or whether you are investor. Yeah. So
I think it's not
actually,
just sales. Even the businessman will need you.
yes, correct.
Because right
And
now a lot of businesses actually suffered. They're all looking for a chance to function, to
yes,
change. Yeah, for a
yeah,
more positive outlook. Yes.
yeah.
Mm.
So actually, a few of my friends actually is from the property line, and they trusted me and they changed the number. They also asked me for a little bit of advice. Actually, I tell you honestly, this is my tip for the day. Just a simple tweak of the pricing and posting at the prosperous timing, right? Their properties was easily sold and rented out within a short span of time. Just recently, a friend of mine changed her pricing and then posted at the time that I recommended to her. She got her properties sold, or actually, her agent was being contacted within 2 hours from the posting, and then from the two person that responded, right, one of them actually bought the property. So numbers actually does work. So whether is it for the agent or is it for the investor, numbers does work. Yeah, strangely, for very very strange reason, it does work.
Yes,
Yeah,
I truly believe so. Because
yeah,
even in the show flat, when the customers walk in, they will ask, "Oh, what number is left?" "Oh, this
yeah,
number I don't like because it makes me sway." You know.
yeah,
So yes, and lucky numbers usually are the ones that's always sold out first.
yeah.
Mm.
Actually,
Now, of course,
if
everyone has a
hmm,
different number.
yeah, everyone has a different number.
Mm.
Actually, when it comes to number, may I just share this thing? I think a lot of us are actually influenced by Cantonese sounding number. Yeah. And then people are also attracted by certain numbers and so on, and they think is really good. But to be honest, some of the numbers that may look good, sound good to you, may not be a good number. May not be a good number. So and the worst thing is that some people spend a few $1,000s bidding that kind of number.
Oh, for the car,
Yeah,
right? Especially the
for the car, for their phone number even. They even bid a few $1,000s for a number. So my advice is, if you are prepared to spend all this money, don't do that. Come to us, consult us. We will match the number with your date and time of birth and pick a number to you. The number that we give to you, you may not like it. You may say that it doesn't rhymes well. I cannot recall very well. But trust us, it's a good number for you. And then you just use that number. And then sometimes some people say they got no money, but I tell you the next thing what they will do, they will change an iPhone 12, or they'll buy a computer, or they'll buy a Samsung 20 and
Yes.
sort of thing. So I always tell people, why don't you just refrain from changing one model? Just the one model. You just don't change that one model first. Use your current model first. Take the money and change the number first. And then when you change the number, you got a better wealth, health, relationship, and benefactors. Uh, then you take the money you have to change the next model. I think that would be the best way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always believe in investing in yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if we sit around and wait for things to happen, things are not just going to happen. But if we
Sure.
make the first move to invest in ourselves, who knows, more doors will be open for you, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then especially so when it's a telephone number, a handphone number that everyone is texting every day, right?
Yeah.
If your
Yeah.
customer cannot even remember your number, then how?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So it's very important. Yes, it's very
Right.
important. Hmm.
So yeah.
Okay.
And then
So
especially if you're young, I suggest that you change your mobile number because the mobile number follows you. The earlier you change, the more worried, man. People like me not worthy already. Left 10 years, I think.
okay lah, still
People
got
like you
10
maybe
glorious.
still got 30 years. So
We
if
never
you
know.
change, it's not worth it for you. For me, maybe not so worthy, but I still change. In fact, we have somebody as old as 80 years old also change their mobile number.
80 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the
Yes.
youngest
Yes.
is 7 years old. Youngest
Okay.
is 7 years old. The parents change
Also
for this. Yeah, also have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can.
Yeah.
So Dennis, wait, I see someone given us a comment. Just hang on a second. Akimi says please like and share. She says please like and share for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akimi and Eunice, for coming in. At the same time, Dennis, I think our time is almost there. But before you go, I know your time is precious. Before you go, is there anything else important you want to share with our audience today?
I just like to remind everybody that the analysis of your mobile number is actually free. You can join my 老师 in the preview shortly at 7:13 p.m. It's in Chinese. But tomorrow we also have the same session, but it'll be in English at 2:13 p.m. If you can, just WhatsApp to me, and then I will give you the Zoom ID and password because for security reason, I just need you to just text to me, and then I give you the Zoom ID so that people who are in the preview are all protected. Then I think that's more important. Yeah.
Okay. So if you are really looking for a change in your life and you have done everything you can, but it just didn't still quite meet there, then maybe what you should do is to change your number. And but before you do so, maybe you can look up at our description above and
Yeah.
WhatsApp to Dennis on your particulars so that
Yeah.
Dennis can get back to you. And then at the same time, you may want to slot yourself in for the next session that Dennis has with his Sifu for the Chinese one that's happening later on today, or tomorrow the English session, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
believe in something positive and something positive will definitely happen for you, right, Dennis?
Sure. One more thing, Anna, if I may say, I really appreciate you putting me on your show. So as a token of appreciation, I like to offer, the audience here listening in, if you come down to our office is at Fuluso at 0235. Just come down and then meet any of our staff here to have your number analyzed. But please quote Anna because Anna, we give a special treatment for all Anna's audience. Because if you quote the word Anna, we will give you a special, we'll give you a necklace and a lucky draw also. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice.
Just for all the audience, because I really appreciate you putting us on the show. So just quote Anna, okay? If you come, just quote Anna. And then you say, I have this thing I should collect from you. Yes, we will give that to you. Okay.
Or they can
and Anna,
show the video lah. This is the video.
Correct.
Okay, so it's Fulu Show 0235, right?
0235, yes,
this Fulu
correct.
Show is at Bugis area, is it? Is it Bugis?
Yes,
Bugis
area. Yeah.
Okay.
We have nice vegetarian food here. Hawker Center also has a lot of good food as well.
The name of the building is exactly called Fulu Show, ma?
Yes,
I know
Fulu
there's
Show.
a Fulu Show picture thing very big down there, 3D, right? So, but the building's name is exactly Fulu Show.
Yeah, actually the landmark will be OG Bugis, or if those people who are familiar with the Guan Yin Temple, is actually walking distance from there. So you can hit two birds with one stone.
Near Guan Yin Temple, is it?
Yeah, Guan Yin Temple, yes.
And that's in Bugis, hang on. I link them up there for you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Can. So do look for Dennis, and who knows, you'll be the next one to strike a benefactor or strike the 4D or Toto for this weekend, right?
So actually, changing your mobile number is not just like my case on benefactors. Some people are actually affected by health. Believe it or not, it's just through the number. And then some people is wealth. They just earn a lot but just cannot keep the money and so on. Change a good number so that you can retain your wealth or you can have more wealth. and then also for more career success. Yeah,
So
those kind
Dennis,
of
will
things.
you be always stationing at the Fulu show 0235
Okay.
or not?
Well, I'll be here mostly, definitely on Tuesday and Friday, but other days, except Wednesday, I should be here.
Tuesday.
But yeah. So except Wednesday, I usually take that day off to
Okay.
run other errands. But other
Okay.
days I should be here. But even if I'm not here, just approach the staff.
You
We're
mentioned
open
that.
from, yeah, I just mentioned Dennis, from
Mm.
10 a.m. to say 6 p.m. Now. Actually, we stay past 6 p.m., but don't let them work too late. Lah. Just try to come about 6 p.m. so we could finish up at 7 so that they can all go home also.
Okay.
Actually, Monday to Sunday, we are actually here. Yeah, but Sunday, try not to come too late. Lah. I think everybody deserves to go home early also. Yeah. But
Okay.
best, why don't you just call me or WhatsApp me, and then so that I make sure there's somebody around. Yeah.
Can. So do
Okay.
remember to contact Dennis either by calling him or leave him a WhatsApp message, your
Yes.
contacts and details, so that at least he knows that you'll be popping by. Then he can 帮你打个招呼。
Yes, definitely. I would like to meet up with people who make a trip down. Yeah, I look forward to meeting you. Yeah, and sharing with you. And of course, those people who are keen to make a little bit of income and so on, or want to know a little bit more, please make an appointment to see me. I'll share with you and see whether if it clicks for you. If it clicks for you, good. If it doesn't, it's also okay. It doesn't matter.
So
Like I
Dennis, your
say,
meetup usually face to face or you do Zoom meets as well?
I'm still a dinosaur. I don't know how to do this Zoom thing. And that's why it explains my, very nervous in front of the camera. Yeah, shyness. Yeah, shyness. But people say, really, man, you're very thick skin.
Okay, I believe all salesperson we need to be thick skin.
But I think meetup lah. I think meetup will be okay. Yeah, I try as much as possible to be able to meet up with you personally, so that there's a personal touch as well.
Can. So
Okay.
yeah, looking forward for you all to look for Dennis, okay?
Yes.
And then change for the better and move positively forward, right? And don't stay home and mope or be depressed, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Thank you once
okay.
again. Yeah.
Once again, invest in yourself and don't forget about Dennis. Do contact
Yes.
him and join him for his next session, which is in Mandarin with his teacher. Text him right now if you can. Okay?
Yeah.
So
I'll WhatsApp you all back the Zoom ID and password. And
Okay.
Anna, thanks once again. And if I can say for you, please, anyone who's looking for property or trying to sell or rent your property, also look for Anna. She's a good friend, and I'm sure she will do a good job for you too. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So anyone looking to upgrade their property can look for me because I upgraded myself. So I can
Yes.
share with you my path, right? So anything about numerology, please look for Dennis or even car sales. All right. So
Yes.
don't leave out of any lobang. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
Dennis.
so much. Thank you for everyone who's listening in. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, everyone, for your
Thank
time.
you, Anna, for having me. Thank you. Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.